Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Distributed tidily. The less said about that pass, the better. Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. There's the crossfield ball, and it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ibrahimovic. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Chance here to counter. Tries to play it through. And this is Pele. It's Pele! Goal! Schalke! And Schalke have the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Schalke are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rummenigge, Figo.
Omiya Ardija really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's well positioned. Ibrahimovic! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that has not gone well. Pull it. So, what can they make of this? Nedved has it out wide and in space. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vieira shifted it to the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that was vital. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Neymar. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Pull it. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Toure picks it up from the goal kick. Neymar driving on and making good progress.
1 minute added time.
Very nicely done. Ibrahimovic. No way through there. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Omiya Ardija really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And a terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the left. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Works it forward. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi gets a foot in here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Pele. Oh, just skips past his man.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That is ended up in no man's land. Pull it. Out to the left it goes. Toure spots it and intercepts. Neymar. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 15, Ibrahimovic. Number 22,
Neymar.
Figo.
It's Hullet.
Number 8,
And it's Ibrahimovic.
Messi.
Ibrahimovic.
Pele. Coming on
Let's
the
make
field.
sure that's not getting through.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they
Number
could do with
19,
more speed.
Mbappe. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Number 6, Platini.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Hazard.
Guardiola. Now it's Pele. Nedved. Now it's Pele. Looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And we have our very first corner. Schmeichel claims comfort. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. And it's Cruyff. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chooses to go cross-field. Nedved. Pele.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Nedved. Yaya Toure. Pele.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult.
Hazard! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Oh, no joy this time. Bellingham. Platini. And here's the chance to counter. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele. Out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Now it's Nedved. He has found the way through. That's good play. Oh, sick chance! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Omiya Ardija certainly had some good...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? He almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ibrahim. He's having a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Nedved. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And that's going right the way across. Ferdinand. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ibrahimovic! And it's a goal!
Vieira really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Italy are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries a shot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Italy grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Can he get onto this? Brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Platini. And it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. Tevez. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, crossbar! Nedved. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yaya Toure. More and more pressure on the ball here. Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a key interception. Ferdinand. Lahm, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Tevez. Looking to play him in. Now it's Messi. Shoots! Goal, Italy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Italy take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
There they go, hunting again.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Just eases him off the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nice touch. Yaya Toure. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Ibrahimovic. It's a really well-measured ball. Nedved carries the ball down the right. That's a decent clearance. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Suarez.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Coming on the field.
Ardija really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi. Yaya Toure. Foot in. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, cracking ball. And he's shot a goal! No mistake! And he celebrates his 30th goal.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No, that's been intercepted. Platini. Chance here to counter. Now it's Tevez.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And it's Hullet. Now it's Platini. Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Nedved. Saka. Nedved. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tevez. And Tevez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Tevez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 20.
He gets big! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Pele. Platini. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's found a way through. Yaya Toure. Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. Lahm. He is starved of space and time. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Nedved. Now it's Hullet.
Omia Ardija clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Jordi Alba. Hullet. And shapes to shoot! Goal, Italy! And they get themselves in front!
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now he's got space here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Platini! Referee's given a throw. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, this is a great position. And the finish! Nedved does really well to win the ball there. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Pelé. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Opts to... Chance for a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted.
And pull it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved can get it clear. And it's Neymar. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. Platini. And here's Ibrahimovic. Dembele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not the most convincing of passes. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that was vital. Dembele. A probing pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Distributed tidily. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is ended up in no man's land. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Platini is always looking to break lines. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a throw. Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. And that's been... There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Platini! And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal. Vieira really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, they could break here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Omiya Ardija clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nice-looking ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Azar. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. Van der Sar claims comfortably. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Opts for safety. Pepe. Nedved. Over to the other side. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's played in low. And that should get the job done. Azar. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Neymar. Looking tidy in possession. Shot at goal! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's looking wide. Neymar. Nedved. Dembele. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Nedved. Dembele. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's having a shot! It's in!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Omiya Ardija can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
What a throw in. Neymar quietly revving up. Nedved out to the right. Luis Suarez.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. And that's a good ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, given away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Platini. Platini. Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Platini just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
That has not gone well. Now it's Azar. He's shifting through the gears. Semenyo! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
29,514.
It's Azar! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nedved in with the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Guti. Semenyo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's fabulous. Semenyo. He's beaten the... Semenyo! And another try! Oh, he's been caught napping. Suarez is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 14, Yamal. Substitution.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Semenyo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Sends it crossfield. Yamal. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And pull it! Oh, it's come loose. And he's whipped it across. And it's claimed by the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And here's Platini. And the shot's on here. And Ibrahimovic! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now. Ardija really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Toure calmly anticipates. And this is Luis Suarez. Roberto Baggio. Bellingham. So much chance! Danger averted for now. Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he finish? He scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This goes for a shot! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect touch! And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Ardija.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Konate reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Can he get it through?
And he welcomes it in.
And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already.
Zico makes the interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Now that's well seen too.
And it's Zico.
Nedved. Vardiol spots it and intercepts.
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
He's picked his way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing.
Omiya Ardija are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
And he's managed to get free. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Nice control.
That's good defending, very good defending.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this.
Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Threads one in. And it's Ribéry. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vieira. Could be danger here. Almost half an hour in now. Gravenberch, and here's Mbappe. Gravenberch, Vieira. And it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Zico. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a promising position. Look at the space here.
There's the shot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish of true class! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played. He's had a shot!
Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without hesitation.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And he's heaved it away. De Bruyne. Toure gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne tries to pass it through, and it's made its way to him. Takes a shot!
There will be 1 minute.
No messing
added
about,
time.
just bludgeoned away. Nedved. Pull it. And we hit half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Chance in football.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here.
Is number 10, Ibrahimovic.
Lacroix. Rijkaard. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nicely shaped ball. Now there's a fine ball.
Real chance!
That's another chance!
Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pull it. Oh, that's a key interception. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And this is Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Ribéry.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Crosses it.
Big header! He has done it! They've done it
again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Foot in. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard getting this one clear. Clipped into space. Araujo can get it clear. And the finish! He scores! And they get themselves in front! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Carvajal clears. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, taken with style. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Bullet. Yaya Toure. That's been cut out, well played. Opts for safety. Knocks it into space. Abiati gets rid without sophistication. Dani Olmo. It's a good run down the right. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Hullet. Vieira. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Dani Olmo. And they've got rid. And he's done very well to take that back.
There will be 5
Looking for options for movement. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's out for a goal kick. Out to the left it goes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. That's tidy, just eases him off the ball. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Here's Kane. Guti. And he's been shifted. Tries from distance. Dida gets it clear. Pelé. Distributed tidily. And that's been... Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off. Ferdinand. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. Guti. That's a good ball. And the shot! Goal!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cafu. Suarez is onto this. They get a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Ribery is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Kane! And that's caused a worry or two. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Yamal. Bullet. Guti is the team's great visionary. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Kane is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pepe chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Yaya Toure. That has been slung wide. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. Guti. Ibrahimovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pelé. Kane. Yamal. Pelé. And the shot is having a shot! Brilliant from Pelé! About as smooth as it gets. And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Tries to play it through, and the shot! And now they can clear their lines.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
It's Nedved! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Nedved. Looking for options for movement. Played into the diving header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The ball's gone astray. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Vieira. Guti. Now it's Luis Suarez. Manchester United finding their passes. Great vision.
Has been indicated.
Steaming on. Chance! Goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Just a quick announcement.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked.
Goes for a shot! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Vieira. Bullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. It's gone for a throw-in.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Lovely pass, but can he get... Great chance! Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one.
The attendance for this match was
that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
150.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And this is Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Guti has a look and plays it forward. Yamal. Guti. And here's Suarez. And he welcomes it in. And that was very necessary. Oh, that's neat. And it's Vieira. And this is Luis Suarez. Yamal. Pele, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Pass somewhat off target. Nesta. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Pele. Nice. Ended up in no man's land.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
To replace him is number 20.
Gerrard. No, he's not getting his way this time.
Substitution in progress.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kane. Can he get on the end of this? Van der Sar claims comfortable. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a really well-measured ball. Played out wide. Cafu serves up across. Ribery. So, what can they make of this? And it's Vieira. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Oh, it's played into the area. Kane.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He is through here.
That's good play from him.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement. And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And a chance! And he hits the net! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Gerrard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, cracking ball.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Ribery. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality absolute together. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by...
And Hullet! He's scored! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Luis Suarez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cruyff. Great vision. Plays it across. Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vieira. An uncompromising challenge. Maldini gets good distance on it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira. Eintracht Frankfurt look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. And that was nowhere near his best. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, that's clever. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That'll be a throw-in. De Jong. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Ferdinand cuts it out. Gently done. Now, can they get him away? Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Maldini. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Looks to the other side. He's had it taken off him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Played into space. Konate does well to get it back. Tries to play it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been clubbed away. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. He's not got that quite right. Aims beyond the chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! No mistake! Eintracht Frankfurt are back in business. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Eintracht Frankfurt grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Stood up well to him there. Luis Suarez. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He's on it, can he get away? Rooney. Neymar. Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Rooney. Mbappe. Rooney. Knocks it into space. Cross to the back post. Nedved. Nedved tries making a foray down the right. Nedved has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. De Jong tries to clear. Ibrahimovic looking to play him in. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vieira, and he was alert to it. Neymar! They've scored! And that really is so impressive.
Substitution for Frankfurt, number 15.
Eintracht Frankfurt can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's tried one! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. It's played through for him. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pele. Nicely shaped ball. Chance for a shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Substitution for Frankfurt.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Omiya Ardija really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hullet. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And they can counter here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 5, Frenkie de Jong. Coming on
good
the
steal,
field
he just
is
read it.
Number 9, Gattuso.
Really fierce, close defending. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ribery. Vieira. And the counter is on. Rafael Leao floated through. Pele. Hullet. Threads one in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Adriano is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Gattuso, and this is Pele. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Eintracht Frankfurt can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to break at pace. And he's gone searching crossfield.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Thuram. Taken back almost at once. Vieira with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Maldini. 5 minutes to add. Pullet. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a fine interception. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that would have made a difference to the result. So they need to go away and just have a good think about it, and I'm sure they can come back stronger.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Davids. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Tries to pass it through.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Makaleli. Driving forward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Little pass back.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nedved. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely feet. Maldini. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Platini. And it's Cucurella. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Played in deep. Keeper has taken decisive action. No way through. He's on it, can he get away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
What a throw in. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's there! First blood drawn. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. And he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? He can run onto that. Just a chance, surely! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's been cut out, well played. Davids.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Platini. Platini, he's shifting through the gears here. Played into the middle. And that's another good win of the ball. Back in once more. Pull it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Platini.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chips it through. He could be in. And a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nedved.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That's really well cleared. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Konate, 60 minutes played. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lam clears. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nedved. Nedved on a strong run down the right. Big chance! They've done it! Back to within 1! Interesting! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Platini.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Beckham.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Coming on the field,
Neymar.
number 4, Erling Haaland.
Maldini
Number
is a man
22,
so notably
Bale.
robust and resolute
Number
in his
15,
defending.
Gullit. Number 11, Vieira.
And this is Hullet. Chance for a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played. Vieira. Could be danger here. Decent chance! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Just eases him off the ball. Great ball if he can get there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Omiya Ardija really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's being shifted off it. Aimed beyond the defence. Cucurella. Nice control. Vieira. There's the shot! Vieira. Neymar under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from...
That could spell trouble. Neymar, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Ibrahimovic.
That was lovely, that.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Bullet! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And pull it! It's loose, and that's another chance. He will be livid with himself. The official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now he's got space here. And it's Hullet. Played out to the right. Cross needs to be good. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bullet! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! What about that? And that has raised the roof! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moment.
And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?